So here's some free advice. Forget all of the social niceties you were raised with. From now on, you're only looking out for yourself. Is that the first rule of being a vampire? He laughs and shakes his head. No, that's the first rule of being on a reality show. Hey all you cool creatures. I'm Cryptid, welcome to the CryptidPlays YouTube channel, and today we are playing Fledgling Manor, which I've had for a couple months now in my itch.io account, and I wanted to play it for you because I started it and it made me laugh too hard, and I was like, my channel needs to see this. So anyways, what this is about is that Rocky Alvarez has a problem. He's just been turned into a vampire. Well, actually, he has two problems. Because he's also found himself on Fledgling Manor, the hottest vampire reality show in America. This is a supernatural horror visual novel. We have to help Rocky survive, vote people off from the Fledgling Manor, and there are 3 romanceable characters. And the content warnings include death, blood, violence is only described in text, and there are optional intimate romantic scenes which are also only described. I don't think they're gonna get explicit in the sense of the word that we usually use. I think they're meant to be kinda weird. But without further ado, let's start our lives as a reality TV star, who is also a vampire. Okay, Rocky, just this one last delivery for tonight, and then you can go home. Smoke some weed, and chill out for a while. Good luck, Rocky. Who knows, maybe they'll be a good tipper, and I can pick up some hard seltzer or something. Really make it a party. Fuck, this rain is bad. Weird-ass order, too. Almost seems like they were just picking things at random. Like a star fruit? I don't think I've ever seen anyone even eat a star fruit. Me neither. Whatever. Suddenly, a shape darts out into the middle of the road. What the f***? God, there's blood everywhere. That hurts. I can just make out someone walking towards me. They don't seem to be in too much of a hurry. Help me. Call an ambulance. Everything goes black. It's dark. Where the hell am I? The last thing I remember, I was driving, and then there's just nothing. My head kills. Did I get in a car crash or something? Yup. This doesn't look like a hospital room, though. More like a dungeon. I'm cold. How long have I been lying on the floor here? My eyes are starting to adjust. There's no windows, just a thin crack of light coming from under a rusted metal door. I try the door, but it's locked from the outside, because of course it is. Hey, let me out of here. No response. Great. There's something else in the room that I hadn't noticed before. An old-fashioned cassette player on a wooden stool. It's funny, I keep meaning to get one. I have a huge stack of local metal band tapes at home, and nothing to play them on. Well, nothing else to do. Might as well listen to it. The tape starts up with a static hiss. Hello and welcome to Teeth Kit Newborn Education. We know you have many choices for your educational needs, and we thank you for choosing Teeth Kit. This tape functions as a complete replacement for traditional newborn education. Newborn? What is this? In today's modern world, you can't always be there for your child, but with Teeth Kit, you can get the next best thing for the lowest possible cost. Teeth Kit is recognized for its high-quality educational products by all major courts in the United States and Canada. Courts? Wait, is this the drunk tank? I don't think they mean that kind of court. For more information, please consult your local authorities. Oh fuck! Part 1. Your changing body. You may have noticed some changes with your body lately. Aches and pains, maybe, or you feel a little chilly. Is this some kind of joke? Rest assured that this is all perfectly normal and will pass with time. Your body is undergoing the last steps of a metamorphosis that will make you faster, stronger, and, in a word, better than you ever were. Scientists still aren't sure exactly how the process works, but we do know that, with a few rare exceptions, it goes off without a hitch. Exceptions? To what? Is this some kind of Saw situation? Oh no, it's worse. Or better, I don't know. Maybe you want to be a vampire. So, what does that mean for you? Well, have you ever wanted to leap across rooftops, lift a Pontiac Firebird? How about live forever? Live forever? That's right. Not only are you a new and improved version of yourself, you'll never have to worry about aging or illness again. This has got to be some kind of prank. Luis, Clara, where are you guys? Of course, it isn't all sunshine and rainbows. In fact, sunshine is something you should do your best to avoid from now on. Way ahead of you, Chief. Your maker has already provided you with a safe, windowless location to rest during the day. That's crucial because any exposure to sunlight from here on out could prove fatal. What? You may be wondering about the various myths and legends you've come across, perhaps in motion pictures or popular fiction. Well, we're pleased to say that most such stories are just that. Stories carefully planted to throw curious humans off the trail. I just noticed there's a poster here that says, "Hang in there," and it's a bat. That's perfect. Running water, garlic, crosses. Not to mention the sillier ones, like having to stop to count individual grains of rice. They're all made up. Aside from the sun, the only things you have to worry about are fire, wooden stakes through the heart, and decapitation. That might sound like a lot to keep track of, but keep in mind that 3 out of 4 of those are also traditionally fatal to mortals. You were probably avoiding them already anyway. There. Mortals? Hey, this isn't funny anymore. Let me out of here. Part 2. The blood. In your previous life, you may have enjoyed a number of different foods. Cheese fondue, perhaps, or baked Alaska. Ah yes, the 2 food groups, melted cheese and deep fried ice cream in batter. Delicious. Is that a kind of food? You've never had baked Alaska? It's been a long time since I've had it, but it is a treat. Things have become significantly simpler for you. I don't know. Hunting for blood? Is that simple? From now on, only one thing can keep you going. Human blood. Blood? Advances in technology have made it easier than ever to store and transport blood. Your maker should have left you a small supply with this tape. This thing wants me to drink blood? Of course, most aren't satisfied with pre-packaged blood packs. Nothing beats the thrill and flavor of warm blood straight from the source. The idea of tearing into a living person might seem a little strange or off-putting to you right now. After all, You were one yourself up until quite recently. But in time, you'll get used to it. In fact, you'll probably find you enjoy it more than anything you've ever enjoyed in your old life. And don't worry, you don't have to finish off your prey to get your fill. It would be pretty hard to conceal our existence if we killed every time we were hungry. What the fuck is this? As science has driven out superstition in most of the Western world, fewer and fewer people believe in us, and that's a good thing. It means most victims will simply write off an attack as a wild night or a dream, especially if they've had a few too many Harvey Wallbangers. Harvey who? All in all, it's a great time to be a vampire in America. You've got to be kidding me. Oh no, Rocky. I'm afraid not. With the end of the Vietnam War, we're entering a new era of unity and prosperity, plus increased smog production from automobiles and industry has even made it possible for some vampires to walk the streets during the day. It's a brave new world we're entering, and we're excited that you'll be a part of it too. Please turn the tape over to side B now. There's a knock at the door. It swings open and someone standing there, a nondescript looking guy in a polo shirt and a headset holding an iPad. Rocky Alvarez, we need you on set now. Set? What's going on? Didn't anyone tell you? No, we just woke up. Listen, pal, I woke up in this room with a tape telling me that I'm a vampire or something. If I'm not under arrest, then I'm just going to head out and figure out which one of my idiot friends set this up. You don't? Oh, huh? Hold on for 1 sec, okay? He turns away from me and talks into his headset for a few moments. I can't make out much. Just, okay, got it. Alright, we're going to get this all sorted out. Just come with me, please. Look, am I in trouble? Am I under arrest? In trouble? Kid! You're about to be famous. Come on. I guess there's no harm in seeing what's going on. Once I'm out of this room, I can bail anyway. Alright, lead the way. The guy leads me out of the cell down a hallway lined with dozens of identical doors. What is this? A dungeon or something? Oh, yes. Yes, it's a dungeon? Sorry, I was on my headset, but yes, that's right. Listen, what was the deal with that tape? The tape? Oh man, I didn't realize those were even still around. I had one of those back in the early 80s, different time. What is this guy going on about? He doesn't look much older than me. How about side B, huh? I didn't get to listen to side B, actually. Oh, that's too bad. Side B is the best. We head up a musty, cobweb-covered staircase. That tape was saying some crazy shit, talking about vampires and stuff. Right, yeah, it's all a little impersonal, isn't it? It was kind of a fad for a couple of decades. These days, the trend is back to traditional. It's considered really important to actually sit down with your child and explain things face to face. I stop in the middle of the hall, a long, marble-tiled space, with goddamn suits of armor standing to the sides. Alright, I want some answers. What's going on here? I told you, we'll sort it all out. Right now, is this some kind of prank show? Did Mr. Beast get me? The guy doubles over with laughter. Oh no, nothing that serious. You heard the tape, right? You're a vampire. A vampire. Yeah, Nosferatu. The undead. In China, you'd be called a Jiangshi. But that hoppin' thing is made up. Those guys are real jokers. You expect me to believe that? Look, I can't stand around arguing with you all night, okay? So how about this? In a flash, he grabs the sword from one of the decorative suits of armor. Before I can react, he grabs my shirt with one hand, yanks it up, and drives the sword right through my stomach. I expected him to use himself as an example, but of course not. Poor Rocky. Fuck, that hurts. Only, it doesn't as much as you'd think, actually. He pulls the sword back out and shows it to me. No blood. I'm fine. The dark hole where the blade entered stings a little, but the feeling is vague, like a memory of pain. See, it's like the tape said, you're immortal. This is a lot to take in. I'm sure you have a lot of questions, but I just work here, okay? I'm not in charge of anything. Hey, where's our sire, sir? If they like to sit down and talk to their child now, like, why didn't they? And you're a vampire too? Yeah, pretty much everyone here is. Where is here, exactly? And how did I get here? I can't remember anything. Jesus. Alright. We really need to get to set, but you seem like a nice kid. And your maker must have been a real bastard to dump you into a situation like this right off the bat. So here's some free advice. Forget all of the social niceties you were raised with. From now on, you're only looking out for yourself. Is that the first rule of being a vampire? He laughs and shakes his head. No, that's the first rule of being on a reality show. Someone else puts a wire up my shirt and clips one end to my collar. The other end is attached to a box they stuff in my pocket. That's your mic. Don't mess with it. He points ahead at a doorway. Okay, kid. Showtime. Walk into the sitting room and introduce yourself. Who am I introducing myself to? My question goes completely unheard. The PA is listening to a message over his walkie-talkie. Copy. Sending him in now. Episode 1. Welcome, wretched fledglings. Oh god. The room is ornately furnished, like a very upscale haunted house. I don't know enough about interior design to say what kind of antiques I'm looking at, or even if they are antiques, but they look old and fancy. There are big lights and cameras all across the other side of the room and the other entrances. Hi, I'm Rocky. He's so awkward. Then again, I would be the same way. I'm not good at this kind of stuff. I wave to the cameras and try to give them a confident, job interview kind of smile. Can you try that again with a little more energy, not looking at the cameras? Where do you want me to look? Just introduce yourself to the room, not the camera crew. There's no one else in the room, but I do my best, turning to a grandfather clock and then a love seat. What's up? I'm Rocky. The camera crew doesn't say anything, like they're waiting for me to say more. And wow, what a cool house. Look at all this neat shit. I wonder if that's a real human skull. Sick. The director who'd been talking to me gives me a thumbs up. Nice. So, you're all vampires too? The thumbs up disappears and he looks at me like I'm an idiot. Yeah. Everyone who works on this show is a vampire. Are more vampires coming? Yes. We really need you to start acting like there are no cameras here. Just ignore us, unless we tell you to do something, in which case don't ignore us. That seems really confusing and kind of a lot to ask, considering how confusing my situation already is. Then I hear some footsteps in the hallway I came from, and someone else walks in. What's up, ladies? My name is Jason, and I'm here to crush the competition. Jason is a big dude, and crushes what looks like a plastic cup in his hand as he talks. No ladies, just me. Hi. Jason gives me a once-over that makes it clear he thinks I'm some kind of beta bitch. I'm gonna have a lot of censoring to do. And then comes over to me. Sup, little man? Good to meet ya. His grip is strong. I'm immediately nervous about having to compete against him. But at least he seems to have a better grasp on things than I do. Jason, right? I'm Rocky. Do you know what's going on? Rocky? Like the boxer. I get this a lot. It's annoying. Maybe I should get a new name now that I'm a vampire. Like Vlad. Too late though, because I've already introduced myself as Rocky. Maybe next time I can try out Vlad. Have they told you where we are? You'll just have to wait and see. He winks at me, and as annoyed as I am, it's kind of charming. Hello, am I in the right place? A woman walks in next. She smells like mango shampoo and talks at a normal volume. What's up, beautiful? I'm Jason. This little guy is Rocky. Joke's on you, idiot. I think it's hot when people call me a little guy. Whatever floats your boat. Hi. I'm Anya. Nice to meet you both. Are we the only ones here? Looks like it. Did anyone tell you what's going on? Well, I mean, I assume we're on some kind of TV show for vampires. Anya has a natural warmth that makes me not mind at all how patronizing she sounds. That makes sense. When I look over, Jason has dropped to the floor and started doing push-ups. Wow, they really do feel like reality TV people. Not long at all. Maybe a few weeks. It's hard to say for sure. Yeah, me too. A lie, but I don't want everyone knowing I just woke up like this. I already seemed dumb enough not realizing this is a vampire TV show. Anya and Jason start talking about something and I zone out. I'm really hungry. Or thirsty, I guess. Shit. Am I going to need to kill someone? No, the tape said it's better not to. That's good, I think. Maybe they'll feed us soon. From blood bags or whatever. Or a big fountain. I have a friend who's done extra work on Law and Order in the city, and they said they always feed you. It's like a union requirement. Is there a vampire actors union though? Is this show union? That's a good question. Jason scoffs at us. This is a vampire world, guys. There's no labor unions here. We have an entirely differently structured society. Didn't your makers tell you that? Anya giggles. My maker told me the basics, but not every last detail. I guess I've still got a lot to learn. Anyone smart would be able to see that Anya is acting dumb on purpose. But Jason is, well, dumb not on purpose. That's okay, babe. Stick with me and I'll show you the ropes. Suddenly, I feel a stab of pain in my stomach. Hunger. I need to sit down. It's weird. It feels like being horny and sleepy and hungry and thirsty and wanting a hug all at once. Except I only want one thing to fulfill all those needs. Blood. I wonder if Jason and Anya were given anything to eat. While I'm sitting on the couch, thinking about how hungry I am, a couple more people file in. Hey guys, it's me, Tay, and don't worry, I may be a vampire now, but my dedication to Christ hasn't wavered one bit. Hi. Nice to meet you. I'm Lilia. Grace Soleil. It's an honor to be here. I can't wait to get to know all of you. I mutter hellos, but I don't get up. The longer I sit there, the more my head hurts. I want blood. They all talk, and it sounds like no one has been a vampire for longer than half a year or so. So we're all new vampires. Maybe that's the show's shtick. Like a vampire boot camp for baby bloodsuckers. Okay, so our love interests are Anya, Stefan, this guy, and then the other one hasn't arrived yet. The next guy who comes in just kind of looks at everyone with disdain. He's really beefy and has a shitty vibe. If I didn't have such a headache from wanting blood, I'd get a better read on him. But instead, I'm just repeating to myself in my head, they've got to feed us soon, they've got to feed us soon, they've got to feed us soon. A long shadow descends through the doorway, followed by some kind of bony giant. This is our last love interest, and wouldn't you know it, probably the one I'm gonna go for first. They've got to be at least 7 feet tall, and they hunch to get into the room. The hood of their shirt is up, and their entire face is covered by some kind of mask. Am I the last one here? Oh, the 8th to come in. I get it. That's cute. My name is 8. Nice to meet you. They're cute. Oh, I have to make their voice much nicer then, so I will change it. The hood and mask make 8 seem kind of intimidating, but their voice is friendly and musical. Everyone seems scared of them. They seem nice, but I'm too busy with my headache to say hey. Can somebody give me a clean, I wonder what we're all doing here? I wonder what we're all doing here. The director gives a thumbs up. He's right too. Anya sounds very convincing. We're all strangers, right? I've never met any of you before. 8. How long have you been a vampire? A few months, I think. I haven't really been keeping track. So we've all been turned into vampires within the last year. And now we're in this big mansion full of cameras. I wonder what it all means. The director continues to give a thumbs up, throughout the exchange. I don't say anything because the only thing I'll contribute is asking when we're going to eat, which I guess I'll probably have to ask pretty soon. What it all means, what a question. A voice booms into the room from no apparent source. You 8 wretched newborn vampires have been gathered here for one reason only. You are being given the chance to prove yourselves and to save your miserable afterlives in a game of manipulation and strategy. Welcome to Fledgling Manor. Title drop. Streaming only on Drac Plus. My name is Nico, and I am your judicially appointed host for this season. And what a season it is! Judicially appointed? What does that mean? And what did he say we're playing to win? Nico strides into the room, wearing a big fur coat and no shirt. And all I can think is, now that is a vampire. I wonder if he always dresses like this, or if the production gave him an outfit. I wonder if we'll get a cool outfit too. Then I remember how hungry I am and raise my hand, like we're at school. Before I can feel embarrassed about it, more than half of the other contestants also raise their other hands. I'm sure you all have a lot of questions, which will all be answered in due time. The most pressing question, however, will be answered right now. Nico finishes his sentence with a dramatic flair that also feels kind of sarcastic, like he's making fun of this whole thing. You're probably all wondering, when do we eat? They take us all to a ballroom with floor-to-ceiling stained glass windows and a million chandeliers. But more importantly, a human heartbeat. Fuck, I feel. Fledgling vampires have a difficult time. I can't focus on what Nico is reading off of the producer's cue cards. I can't even really see the figure sitting in the middle of the ballroom, but I can hear them. I can kind of smell them. 2 heartbeats, all red and juicy and alive. To test your self-control, you must wait. Oh my god. It's like I can feel their body heat already from this distance. And the last contestant to refrain will win a... If they weren't surrounded by big, scary-looking bodyguards, I would just run over to take a bite. But Nico said the word wait at some point, which means we probably have to wait for something. I tear my eyes away from the 2 living human beings, throbbing and pulsing in the middle of the room, to look around me. Stefan is smirking, still disdainful. Anya is grimacing. I can't tell what's happening behind 8's mask. Tay is gritting his teeth. Jason has gotten on the ground and started doing crunches. I don't remember what the other two are named, but one of them, the younger one, dashes over and takes a bite. Once the smell of fresh blood hits the air, I'm right behind her. There's no way to put into words what it's like. Maybe someone could do it, but I'm not that someone. An orgasm is the obvious comparison, and probably the closest thing, but the blood is better. It's way better. The guy I'm drinking from has a black hoodie on and looks like the kind of guy I'd see at shows around Buffalo and Rochester. Maybe he is. It must feel good for him, too, because he's craning into my mouth and moaning. Okay, that's enough. One of the big bodyguards pulls me off of Hoodie Guy and sits me in a chair, like I'm as light as a doll. All I can do is lick my lips and slump happily in my seat. I feel fucking amazing. I close my eyes for a moment. And Anya is down. Now it's a standoff between Stefan and Jason. Who will be the last to fall? Oh right, we're on a TV show. What had the host said? We're competing for something? A prize? The last person remaining will win? I can do this all day, man. 100, 101, 102, 103. Jason is still doing crunches on the floor. Stefan is just standing there, smirking, puffing out little laughs of derision occasionally. This looks easy for him. When I look around, I see that Tay is furiously trying to scrub the blood off of his face with little makeup wipes he keeps pulling out of a pack in his pocket. Grace, the older woman, is chatting with a producer. Lilia, the one who was first to break, is collapsed over 2 chairs, still getting her bearings back. 8 finishes drinking and stumbles over to the rest of us, securing their mask back on their face, and giggling. Fuck, I should have been paying closer attention. I could have looked under there and seen what they look like. Anya is the only one still drinking. The host, Nico, had said she just caved. A bodyguard had to drag me off of my Hoodie Guy, but Anya doesn't seem to need any help stopping. She pulls away from the human girl of her own accord. She wipes her mouth with the back of her hand and strokes the girl's face with the other. She sits down next to me, grinning. Feeling better. I'm feeling great. Me too. She leans back and hums a sigh of contentment. Who do you think's gonna win? Oh, Stefan's got this for sure. You think? Yeah. Jason's all show. Look at how desperately he's doing those crunches. Stefan definitely looks more relaxed. Totally. But Jason seems like someone who'd really want to win that prize. Especially the first one. It makes a statement. I don't know. When the first thing out of your bag of tricks is a life hack that incels use to stop jacking off, I'm not impressed. She has a nice laugh. I can still see the blood staining her teeth when she smiles. He's hot though, objectively, in kind of an annoying way. Not my type. What about Stefan? No. He doesn't seem very fun. I think Stefan is your type, though. We flirt and gossip and make little jokes for the rest of the competition. It's nice to have made a friend. Now it's making it hard because Anya is starting to seem really sweet. So between 8 and Anya are now going to be my first choices. What's more is, I don't know the last time I felt so relaxed. Fuck. Jason seems to have crunched his way into the middle of the room. I watch him curse in despair before he gives in and takes a bite out of the same girl Anya was drinking from. It appears that the winner of the very first challenge is Stefan, who wins immunity from tomorrow night's culling. You may vote on which fledgling will be culled. You may present arguments to the Fledgling Council, but you are in no danger of being voted out. You also win a... Nico squints to see the cue card better and rolls his eyes. You also win a hand-carved maple casket with premium satin and memory foam lining to make sure you always get a good day's rest, courtesy of Cushing Casket Company. They lead us back out of the ballroom. Apparently that space is only supposed to be used for games and challenges. I can't help but picture those crazy obstacle courses you see on reality competition shows. Do vampires think slime is fun? A production coordinator starts talking at us through one of those cones cheerleaders use. Listen up, everybody. The rest of your night is free time. We're going to be following you with cameras and getting your interactions. If you want more blood, there's bags in the kitchen. Excuse me, can we leave? Great question, Lilia. No, contestants cannot leave the premises until the show has wrapped. What about just getting outside and going for a run? You are free to wander around the grounds, but you need to be back an hour before sunrise. You'll find ink and paper in your rooms to select nominees for elimination tomorrow night. What's to stop us from just leaving? Do you have a map and compass on you? Do you know where we are? I can tell you right now, we're in upstate New York, in the middle of a heavily wooded area. If you just take off, there's a 99% chance you get lost in the woods and wander around until the sun comes up and burns you to a crisp. So, no leaving. No leaving. Well, that's alarming. The 1% chance of escape kind of nags at me from the back of my mind. What should I be doing? I think back to all those shows I watched with my grandma. if we're getting voted out of the house by the other fledglings, I have to get to know these people and get them to like me. An alliance would be good if people want to do alliances, but I also shouldn't look too thirsty to join one. The basic strategy comes back to me pretty easily. Maybe being a vampire has made my memory better. Or not smoking weed has made my memory better. Unclear. But yeah, you generally want to ally with people who will help you get through challenges, will last a long time in the game, aren't going to betray you, and will be a little less likable than you in case you make it to a situation where there's a fan vote. Okay, that sounds easy. Tay heads towards the kitchen. Stefan, Jason, and that weird, quiet girl go back to the sitting room where we all made our introductions. Grace approaches Anya and starts talking to her. What I can overhear sounds super boring. Aiden must have disappeared at some point. I can't see them anywhere. Where to go? Well, I'm gonna leave this here. I don't know if you can tell, you probably can. My voice is getting tired, and this is a good place to stop. So before I do my outro, I just want to thank my channel members real quick. Thank you so much to my channel members for your support. Not only does it help me, it helps the channel grow and the videos keep coming. I truly appreciate it. And now on to the outro. So far this is really funny. It's probably gonna get kind of violent. In descriptions only. It's gonna get weirder. And, you know, it's about vampires. So I'm having fun with it. I hope you are too. This is basically going to be a reality TV show in the form of a visual novel. Stick around. I hope you're looking forward to the next one. And if you made it this far, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did like it, please hit that like button. If you want to see more of me and especially more of this visual novel, please subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope to see you all next time. Bye.